Casey Hunter from MMA UK. I'm here with the one and only Luke Trainer.
What is going on? How are we doing, Catherine?
Luke, since we last spoke, I've interviewed Valentina Shevchenko, I've interviewed Jorge Masvidal. Interviewing you is still my number one favourite.
And I can see my gent shirt wrapping in the back of your face. I need to get you my new one. I've just released one today, so I need to.
Oh my gosh!
One out.
I saw it on Instagram. It is absolutely amazing. I love the design. Right? It looks so cool. So cool. You're going to have to help me out with the lingo that some of the kids are using, talking about it. Somebody said it's wavy.
Wow. Okay.
What does that mean?
I'm pretty sure. I thought it meant drunk, but obviously I don't know. I'll ask my little brother and sister. They'll know.
And somebody else said it's cold.
Oh, I like that. Oh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air uses cold. I know cold. That's fresh. Okay. Yeah, it's cool. The designer Oscar. He reached out on Instagram, and he actually designed my teammate Stuart. He designed his T-shirt for him. And I thought it was wavy and cold at the same time. And so he reached out to me because I told Stu that I'd like something done similar. And we've been working on it for about 3 weeks now, just going back and forth with little tweaks and stuff like that. And I'm happy with the design. I think it's awesome. It's cool. It's cool. Feels a bit egotistical to have myself on a T-shirt, but
it's your T-shirt though.
That's what I was thinking. Listen, if you're coming to my fight, you're obviously down to support me. So there you go. Have my face on your chest. But yeah. So I love it. It's cool having a new design.
I love it as well, and that's on your Instagram. And you told people to DM you if they want to buy one, right?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I've got all the prices and stuff, and I've actually got a shoot that's happening tomorrow for the T-shirts. So I'll release like a proper sale pitch with the whole swipe up and all that jazz. But I just thought I'd put it out there today just to kind of get some eyeballs on it, and then get it going. But it'll be cool. I've got about 40 to 50 people coming to the fight, so I'm hoping those 40 to 50 people might want to rock a T-shirt, and we'll be in Manchester with a gent strong army. So it'll be good. So
let's dive straight into that, because it's not just a fight. Hopefully, it's a night of fights. It's an incredible tournament. It's a light heavyweight tournament. It's John Kavanagh reviving his European Fight Night in Manchester, 19th of October. It's an 8-man tournament or a 10-man tournament?
8-man tournament, but with two reserves, I believe.
Right,
so 3 fights one night. The first and second fight is a 5-minute round. So which makes it nice. So the first fight's 5 minutes, the second fight's 5 minutes, and the third fight is 2 rounds with a third decider if it goes to a draw. So all in all, I could be fighting a maximum of 5 rounds. I'm hoping I'll get everyone out in the first. So and just hopefully sustain no injuries, all that jazz. But yeah, this is a huge opportunity. This is life changing for me. So it's amazing. And then the winner of the tournament gets a huge 6-figure contract with Bellator, which is incredible. It's a dream. So yeah, we're getting it, Catherine. We are getting it. We're very excited.
So let's first of all talk about the format of the tournament. And like, you've complained to me before in your post-fight interviews where I thought you've done amazingly, and you've been annoyed with yourself for being slow to start. Like the fact that it's only 1 minute, 1 round, you know, like you've got to bring it from the beginning. But how does that change your kind of mentality, and how does that change the way you're training? And
so since the last fight, I've made a lot of changes with my physical prep for fights. I've focused a lot on specific skills now rather than trying to get an all-round MMA game during a fight camp. I've focused on specific skills that I believe I will execute in the fight. I've also focused more on cardio, more on my on kind of my gas tank during the fight, because I thought that was an issue last time. And I'm also now seeing and kind of just talking to a mental coach, and I've now got some some mental techniques to get myself into a zone sooner rather than later, so I don't have the slow start issue. So all of the problems that I found beforehand, I've tried to fix, and I now believe I've kind of got over those issues, and I'm fully prepared. This has been the most focused camp I've had in my entire life. This is the biggest fight of my life, so that's understandable. I feel like I've done everything I can now. I've got 2 weeks to go. I'm really excited. And all the fighters have been cherry picked, so they've kind of cherry picked eight of the best light heavyweights in Europe to compete. Yeah. And if you look at the roster, the majority of I'm pretty sure 6 or maybe even 7 of the guys in the tournament haven't even been to decision. They're all finishers. They either get finished or they finish. And obviously, a lot of them come from a striking background. A few of them are elite strikers and only have knockouts via their wins. So they've picked it well. They've created a fun tournament. I'm excited, and now I know that my goal is to be a savage amongst savages in this tournament. That's all I'm thinking. Everyone's a killer. Very cool. I'm a killer. So we're just gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. I've done everything I can. It's out of my hands now. We're gonna get it, and I'm excited.
Let me pick out 2 of the guys that hopefully are still in the tournament. They were when I did my research. Okay. One of them's your teammate Janos.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Right. What is it like to have a teammate in the tournament, and the fact that you two might actually fight each other at some stage, hopefully in the final? But how would that be?
It's a funky. It
must be a head wreck.
It is a little bit, and you know what? I really like Janos.
He's a great guy.
I really like Janos. Yeah, I like Janos. I like his missus. He's always been nothing but nice to me. I don't want to fight Janos purely for the fact that I like Janos. So I don't want to inflict any pain on Janos, and I'm sure Janos doesn't want to inflict any pain on me.
You don't want to take his dream away either, but only one person can walk away with the prize, right?
And you know what? That being said, I want Janos to get to the final. I want Janos to win the contract, but nowhere near as much as I want to get to the final and win the contract. So I would love not to have to fight Janos, but we've made an agreement. If it comes to it and we're in the same bracket, it is what it is. Scrap to scrap. We'll hug each other after. It'll be nothing but love after. But this is a professional sport. There's way too much money on the line right now. There's too much credit on the line to worry about that. So it's worked out okay for me because Janos has chosen to do his camp elsewhere. He's not done his camp in Titan, and I believe he's in Spain, so I don't even think he's in the country. So he's looking fresh. He did really well in his last fight on UC MMA, so I'm sure he's coming in as prepped as he can be. And like I said, at the end of the day, I don't want to fight him. We both understand if we have to, we will. We'll just see where the chips will fall on that one. But yeah, so that is the one opponent where that's the only opponent in the tournament where I don't want to fight. So yeah, who was the other one? Bring it. Let me hear it.
So the other one, I believe, is the only loss that you've ever had. It was in your amateur career. Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely butcher his name.
Yeah. PTR. Out of respect, because I know PTR Shamal, and it's no disrespect from me too, but PTR CH the Hitman.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, that is the fight I want the most out of the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Whether I personally would like that fight first, just because I want him fresh, and I want to be fresh, so there's no excuses on the table. That's the only fight where I feel like my head wasn't prepped correctly. I thought I was the bee's knees.
We're going back a long time, aren't we, Luke? How many years ago was this?
Going back 2 years. 2 years.
Okay.
Maybe closer to 3, and
it still
haunts me. That one.
Luke, sorry to bring it up.
No, oh, listen, it's cool. I've made peace with the demon now, and it's all good. But yeah, I've still got a video that I took after the fight of me with my eye all swollen. And
Did
I'm
he
kind of
armbar you? Was that
he
right?
armbarred me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an armbar slash triangle. I had made a silly mistake. I believe I was winning regardless. I made a stupid mistake. My prep wasn't what it should have been. I didn't go in. I didn't go in with the right mentality. I thought I was better than what I was at the time, and the best man won that night. I would love to rematch him. I'd love to get that fight. He's an incredible fighter. He's doing really well. He's 5-1 right now as a pro. I've followed him very closely. I've asked for the rematch, but I didn't get it in the past, which made sense. Why would you rematch someone who you've beaten under a round? So yeah, I'm really hoping I get that. I'm really hoping I get a rematch, whether it's in round 1, round 2, or round 3 of the tournament. If I'm honest, he's probably one of the favourites to win too, so it looks like it will happen. Just when it will happen, I don't know, but that's an exciting matchup. There's so many fights that I'm looking forward to. There's like I said, they're all savages. They're all great athletes. There's no bombs, no cans, no time wasters in this tournament.
So is the draw for the first round made on the night?
I actually don't know. I've been hounding Brad to tell me who's in my bracket, but he doesn't know. And I've even got onto Chris Boyne, who's helping with the promotion, and he says he doesn't know either. So I feel like they might know already, or they're just waiting until the day before, the day of, which is cool. But listen, this is alien territory for me. I've never been in a tournament format like this before, and the same mental prep where I'd put a picture of the guy on my wall and I'd have him on my screensaver and I'd imagine him every night. That sounds silly, but you understand what I'm saying.
I know.
I don't have that. So now I've got 8 guys on my screensaver, which looks even more funky. But now I'm just when I'm doing my visualization, when I'm doing my visualization work, and when I'm mentally preparing myself, I'm now visualizing just a shadow, just a figure, whoever it is. I can place in at any moment, but yeah, I'm just prepping for anyone. And they've all got specific skill sets. There's some guys who are grapplers, some guys who are strikers, and that's where I feel like I fit in the best, because I feel like now I've improved my striking so much. I set into two different categories. You know, I'm sparring high-level elite strikers now in my camp, and I'm doing very, very well. I'm grappling with high-level jiu-jitsu guys, and I'm doing very, very well. So I feel like I'm going to be able to control the pace and control the real estate in this fight with whichever opponent. So
yeah,
exciting. It's good. Yeah, we're getting it.
If you're going to get to the final, then you've got to be ready for anyone anyway, right? So you're going to have to face a few of them on one night anyway.
Listen, and I want to. There's 1 or 2 guys where I feel like maybe they've put them in. They're giving them a chance, and complete props to them. They could turn out to be the underdog and a dark horse and win the whole thing. That's not going to happen. I'm winning the tournament, but I feel like these guys have been put in to kind of maybe build up a couple of fights, and I don't want those guys. There's maybe 4 opponents in the tournament that I want. I can only have 3 of them, but there's 4 that I think, please give me them guys, because then it proves that I've beat the best in the tournament. And they're exciting matchups. A couple guys have kind of passed my way before, and it hasn't happened for whatever reason. But yeah, so there's some killers, and I want the killers. Listen, I'll beat whoever gets in my way. I'm going to do my absolute best to dismantle anyone who I get picked with, but hopefully I get the 4 guys that I'm thinking of, and we'll just see what happens.
Did you watch the Cage Warriors Unplugged bantamweight tournament?
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Well, the favourite and the second favourite both went out in the first round, and the tournament was won by a relative unknown. So can't sleep on anyone in these tournaments, especially the format of it. Just it's so different to a normal fight. It's it can be those guys that kind of upset the apple cart. So
100%. The fact that it's just 1 round is gonna put. I'm assuming is gonna put into a lot of the opponents are going to now be thinking, all right, cool. I haven't got the skill set maybe to carry myself for a 3-round fight, but that's okay. If I come out guns blazing and just throw and hope, maybe the tournament can be won by that. And that's not my style. I try and pride myself on being technical and you know, I try and have the best performance I can. I'm not gonna come out swinging. So if someone wants to do that, that's fine. I can come out and war, no problem. But that's not my game plan, and I'm cool with releasing my game plan here. That is not what I intend on doing. So if you want to do that to me, great. If it works, well done. I don't think it's going to. I think now I'm mature enough and experienced enough to understand what works for me, and we'll wait and see what works. I might eat my words. I don't believe I will, but it's exciting. The fact that I've never been in this realm before, it gives me the same jitters where I had my first amateur fight, and even when I had my first jiu-jitsu competition, and I'm trying to imagine like, all right, what's it gonna feel like? It's alien. I'm gonna fight, beat up another human being, go into the change room, and I'm gonna have to keep the adrenaline levels high, but also stay calm. I'm gonna have to warm up, but not get cold, but not get too tired. We've got a round minimum of 30 minutes before every bout, so you know we've got some time. So, but everyone else is in the same. There's a few guys who have had. I know Lewis Tams is a Muay Thai guy, so I'm assuming that he's been in tournament styles.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know if anyone's had the similar sort of format. So it's alien territory for most of us, and it's exciting for me. I'm not worried about it. It's like, all right, cool. I get 5 minutes to shine, then chill. 5 minutes to shine, then chill. Then 10 minutes to do work, and then I win that tournament. So.
That's so exciting,
Really
I can't wait to see how it all turns out on the night and hear what it was like from you after. But you briefly touched on your camp there, your camp at Titan, but I know you've been doing some other exciting training out in Florida at ATT.
Yes,
what was that like?
That was awesome. It was a great experience. I went out to Coconut Creek and trained at American Top Team. It was amazing. I had one day on the mat. I was jogging around, and Ioana Jacek passed me when she was jogging. I was like, she like tapped my shoulder, like brushed it as she went past, like the Polish gangster she is. And I was like, oh, that's Ioana Jacek, one of the greatest fighters of all time. So I kind of like sped up a little bit, and I was like, "You're right, I'm Luke," and she was like, "Oh." She was super friendly, and
she's really nice, isn't she?
But when she was talking to me, I was like, "Yo, you're the surgeon. You rearrange ladies' faces." Like, so that was wicked, and that was like the first day. And then I remember Amanda Nunes came skipping in. She was jumping on the mat, yelling at one of the coaches. I was like, "Oh, bloody heck!" And then Colby Covington came in, and then and yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately, I didn't have the guys who I thought would be there from my weight division weren't there, which was a bit of a letdown. And I've had that before at camps, like when I went to Jackson's when I was younger, and I was like, "Oh, please, just let Jones be there. As long as I can meet Jones, my whole trip will be worth it." And he was in Arizona at the time, so that was a bit of so it was a similar sort of thing, but the knowledge and the experience that was on the mats was incredible. The facility was amazing. Everyone was super friendly and welcoming. And so I got 2 weeks out there, and then I came home and finished my camp over in London, over at home at Titan. So camp's gone wicked. I've had some ups and downs, but camp has gone phenomenal. Like I said, this is the most I've been, the most focused I've ever been, and I truly believe I've unturned every stone, whatever the expression is. But yeah, I feel good.
Left no stone unturned.
There you go. Left no stone unturned. Thank you. That was what I was saying. I get punched in the face for a living, so excuse me, all right?
But I mean, you always do that in your camps, don't you? I know last time before your fight, you were out training with Gus in Sweden.
Yes,
and you in fact had like a nasty eye still in the fight from where he kicked you in the face. Or...
No, he told me in the face, Katie. All right, let's get one thing straight. His foot did not make contact with my face. His toe went inside my eye. His toe penetrated my eye. That's what happened. All right.
Oh God.
It was a rough experience, but no, that was an honor, and it was a huge confidence boost, and I did well. I went in there and I held my own and did very well, and I didn't expect to do what I did do. So they even invited me back and asked me to stay longer. So that was cool. But what was the real confidence boost there was when they invited me back. I thought about it and I thought, no, like Titan is, in my opinion, and this is no disrespect to them, but Titan is better for me. So my training partners, although I may not have as many, and although I may not have such a huge staff like they do over there, but the small pool of guys that I do have, where there's a brotherhood there that I can't match anywhere else. I know that my coaches here in London are there for me 100%. I know that my teammates at a drop of a dime, all I have to do is shoot them a quick WhatsApp and they'll come train. Or there's a consistency there that is irreplaceable. So
yeah,
and it's giving and the coaching and the technical level and all that jazz is all the same, and in my opinion, if not better, where I am. Mickey is a Yoda, and all of the coaching staff that I have around me, it's all kind of chopped and changed for the last 8 to 12 weeks because I've tried to work on a few different things, and we've got so much knowledge in England. There's not much need to go elsewhere unless you want to get a little bit of a different look. That's how I'm going to start using my abroad camps now. Just for sparring, I'll take a coach with me and we'll go get different looks and then come back, and this is where the HQ is where we get all our major work done. So yeah.
I see you've been training a lot with the dentist. He's got a lot of good words to say about you. Darren Stewart is obviously fighting himself in the UFC in Boston in 2 weeks' time. Same card as Molly McCann, buzzing for that as well. But he's had a lot of kind words for you. Like, you literally are hanging with UFC level guys.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel?
It feels good. It feels good. I come home. I'm like, Mum, we just had so-and-so come in today, and I did very well. But no, it's amazing. I've got a great team around me already, and then when we do have guys who come down every now and then. Darren comes down more often than others. But he's a very wanted man. He goes to place to place to place. So when he does get to come down, it's a pleasure. And now we're having very good rounds together. So to know that I can hang in there and do good work against someone who's in the UFC, and I admire Darren. Like he embodies everything that I try and embody with being in, not just in the public eye, but not letting it, like, he's in the UFC. He's a certified G now in the UFC, so he can.
That's what I keep telling him. He keeps saying he's a nobody. I keep telling him it's not true.
I know, but he's always so humble. He's he'll go on the mat and there'll be a guy who's been training for 6 months who'll do something cool, and he'll say, "Dude, how did you do that? Can you just show me how you did that real quick?" A complete amateur, and he takes information so well, and I think Darren's in his 30s, but he's still a sponge for the game, and he learns really quickly. I was saying to him the other day how strong he's got from the body lock position in wrestling, and I hope this isn't giving any stuff away. It's not giving any stuff away, but I was saying how much he's improved, and he was like, yeah, ever since you wrestled me the other day, and I kept getting some stuff from body lock. He was like, I just focused on that and blah blah, and drilled, and then like 4 weeks later I tried doing the same stuff and it was impossible. I was like, dude, what have you done? So yeah,
what I really respect about him as well is that he posted that on Instagram when you were getting takedowns on him. There's not many fighters that will post videos footage of themselves being taken down by somebody else, and
sure.
I think he really does keep it real. But anyway, this interview is about you, not about him.
That was the Darren, though, the dentist.
Demonstrating that you can hang with the toughest, like UFC caliber guys, and how strong your camp is. So yeah, I really needed to talk to you before this because I just thought it's such a huge deal. I haven't heard of a tournament like this, especially with the prize that's on the line and the format of the tournament, and the fact that it's been years since John Kavanagh even did one of these fight nights. And this is the focal point of the whole evening.
Katie, I'm fighting at the Victorian O2. Like, I've been, and this is no disrespect. I love the promotions that I've fought for in the past, and if the moment came across where I found myself having to fight for those promotions again, I would at a drop of a dime. They're amazing. Raj from Fight Star, Rock, all the guys I fought for. But I'm gonna go from fighting at a leisure centre or, you know, a community centre hall to fighting at an O2. Regardless if it's the O2 Academy, whatever, or the Indigo, I'm fighting at the Victorian O2 in Manchester. It's a very well established and historical arena in Manchester. It's right opposite the Manchester United, who apparently that's quite a big football team in England. I don't really know, but it's right opposite their stadium. So this is huge. I think the capacity is somewhere like 4,000 to 6,000 or something like that. Like it's a big deal. And then from there, when I win this contract, I'll be on Bellator. Like, I can change my Insta bio to Bellator fighter. Like, this is, I see guys coming in at the gym, and, you know, I'll speak to guys like Dominic Wooden, and I'll say like, yo, dude, you're on Bellator. Like, power up a little bit. You're a Bellator fighter. And he'll say things like, yeah, your time will come now, man. It's coming around the corner. And he said that like a year ago, and I was thinking, yeah, it will, but like, you know, I'm about to fight a lesson now, so I could never see it. And now it's a tangible goal that I can see, and it's right there. It's right there. I just have to win 3 fights. I've got it on my board. Win 3 fights in one night. Win that Bellator contract. It's my time. Like, it's incredible, and I can ramble on about how it makes me feel all day, but it's an opportunity that I'm so grateful for, and everyone from the Euro Fight Night promotion, I could not be more grateful to those guys that they picked me in this tournament, and I'm gonna put on a show for everyone, and I'm gonna prove that I am one of the best, if not the best, light heavyweights in the UK right now, and yeah, it's big. It's cool.
Is there anything about this step up and the fact that there'll be so many more people there, the production will be even bigger, you know, it's going to be so much more in the public eye? Is there anything about that kind of puts more pressure on you or makes you feel daunted? Or
Oh, listen, I have got no problem in saying this is the most nervous and the most, I'll say scared, nervous. Yeah, this is the most scared I've been for a fight. I get scared for a fight every time I fight. And I've won 11 out of my 10 now. So for me, that's not an issue. And anyone who goes in and says, "Oh no, I don't get scared, it's a fist fight," very cool. Nerves have been scientifically proven to help your performance. So whenever I've felt most nervous, I've had my best performances. So the fact that now I'm struggling to get to sleep until like 1:30 in the morning because I'm just too busy doing visualization exercises, and I can't get these guys out of my head, and I'm thinking about techniques when I'm trying to eat my porridge. Like, I am so nervous for this fight that I know my performance will be the best performance ever. I'm gonna be electric in the cage. I'm gonna pace in that cage, knowing I've done everything I can, and I am a savage in this cage. The man standing opposite me, if you're not a savage, you're out. You're gone within 5 minutes. It's very exciting, and I'm so happy that I have this feeling now. Like, even when I talk about it, I get goosebumps, and I get.
I've got butterflies.
Yeah, well, listen, let's share those butterfly experiences. But yeah, no, this is the by far with all of the extra pressures that I've had with, you know, the multiple options of opponents and the bigger arena, the high stakes that's on the line. It all adds to the nerves. And at the end of the day, now I've controlled the controllables. I've had a 12-week camp where I've done every single thing I can. I haven't eaten sugar in like 3.5 months, and I've still got 2 weeks to go. So yeah, I've done everything I can. So with that being said, the fact that I've got these nerves is a great sign for me. I've had multiple dreams now about winning this tournament. Man, it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time. And then Christmas is round the corner, so I get to celebrate. There's actually a Bellator card in December, which I've already spoken to Brad about. So bar an injury, if we can get that Bellator fight before Christmas, and then
do you mean the London one in November?
No, I've seen the one in November. That's the one that I think Shipman and Fabian are headlining.
That's right. Yeah.
I was told that there's a Bellator in December.
Okay.
I haven't checked that, but I've just said to Brad,
No,
I was like, yo.
I think there probably is. I'm just thinking of the ones I know are announced, but
the one in November, I'm going surfing in Portugal the week after. The week after my fight, I'm going surfing, and that means I'll be on a surfboard, probably eating ice cream as I'm trying to ride a wave. So I'd like at least 6 weeks after that. Yeah, so
your Bellator debut.
Katie, say that one more time. Please. Let me hear it again. But yeah, so listen, I'm feeling very confident for this fight. The camp's gone amazing. Everything outside of camp is great. Life is beautiful as always, and I've made sure I've tried to keep everything and with a nice healthy balance. Yeah, it's cool. Even things outside of life, like I'm trying to do more. I'm trying to do more things outside of MMA now to kind of balance out these nervous feelings. You know, like I'm yeah. So everything is good, and this is my time. Fingers crossed.
Your time to shine. The only thing I'm gutted about is that I can't be there in person on the night. It's the same night as Cage Warriors Academy South East, and I've got 100 teammates on that card as well. It's absolutely gutting for me. Is there any way people can watch it? Is it on pay-per-view or anything?
There is a live stream, and it's what an idiot. This is information I should have got beforehand, right? There is a live stream, and it's also on a channel on TV, but I forget what the channel is on TV. It's not a major, it's not a BT Sport or a Channel 5. It's a channel that I don't know if many people will have. But there will be a live stream. I'll be blasting out on my social media, and I know Euro Fight Night will be blasting out on theirs. I'm sure Bellator Europe might even do a quick shout out to whatever streamer site it is. But yeah, Cage Warriors Southeast is Reach a Peak now doing the production and stuff for them.
Yeah.
So that was huge news. I was so happy for Joe and Johnny and Theo and the rest of the guys behind there. Obviously, I've been with them now for the past year or so, and
they're doing a lot for grassroots MMA, aren't they?
So
they're supporting a lot of up and coming talent. It's always a pleasure to see those guys backstage anywhere. They're such nice guys. But I really love to see the documentaries and the videos they put together of you guys.
The quality of production is amazing, and if you get to know the guys behind all the production too, they're so young and ambitious, and it's inspiring to talk to those guys. I got a call from Johnny, who's the head of production there the other day, and just to chit chat about some ideas that he wants to do with me, and I was blown away, and I was like, dude, it's like Wednesday night, and you're giving me such great news. Like you're doing it over a coffee at Costa with Joe, and yeah, for me, those guys are incredible, and it's so nice to see them doing such big things now, and they're breaking into other promotions that I can't talk about, but they're releasing pretty soon. So it's super exciting stuff, and it's just amazing to have people like that behind me. People like Vigor 8, Neil's been helping me so much for the past year.
Got my t-shirt on.
You know what I was thinking? Your skin looks like it could be the cleanest in the fight game right now. So I was wondering.
Cleanest skin in the fight game right here.
100%. They're doing huge things now too. They're breaking in. They've broken into the American markets now. I'm seeing Vigor 8 bottles. I went to ATT and there was Vigor 8 bottles in the shower. I was like, yo, who bought it? Yeah. So it was It's incredible. They're over at Henry Hoof's gym. I think they're going over to Alliance in San Diego. They're sending some stuff over to them now. That they are wizards. The body wash products are amazing. I can't talk enough about them. And if you catch my Instagram in the shower, you'll understand how much I love them. But the products are incredible, and the guys behind it, they care so much about their athletes. You know, they work with so many athletes, and they've put themselves out there to so many grassroots fighters where most products wouldn't. Most products wouldn't invest in so many people without knowing what return they'll have. But they just want to help. They want to help, and they want to fight bacteria one fighter at a time. So yeah, they're doing good work. They're doing really good work.
Personally, I won't train without it because I've seen people on the mats with ringworm, and it's something that you just don't want to. It's picked up so easily, and no.
100%. No, it's I'm lucky enough to I've never had staph. I've never had any major skin infections. I had a ringworm in like my first month of training, and
Pre-vigorate.
Yeah, pre-vigorate, way pre-vigorate. And then they came into my life, and my skin has stayed clean. You know, my beard's a little messy right now. I should have trimmed it, but other than that, So they're incredible, and Reach a Peak are doing big things right now. So I've added one more person to my team now. In My Body, he's my new physiotherapist. His name's Matt. Just a quick shout out to Matt from My Body.
Is he the guy that was doing the cupping on you the other day?
Yes, indeed.
How is that? I really want to give that a go, but I'm not sure whether it works or not.
Listen, it works. It works for sure.
Does it?
I've actually got, you know what, Katie, for you, I've got, I'm fresh out.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, so probably not the best thing for the interview right there, but sneak peek to the Clean Skin the Fight game too. But yeah, I've just come from him now, and he's just done some work for me. He does cupping, he does massage, all sorts of physiotherapy, mobility stuff too. But he's just a wizard. And again, he's another guy. I think he's 25. He's got like 2 properties. He's about to open up his 3rd business in physiotherapy. So I'm trying to surround myself now by. It sounds corny because. You know, it's always on every other meme. Surround yourself by positive people, and you'll see the same. But it's true. You know, all the people now who I'm surrounding myself by, it's all people I can really gain something from. I've tried to let go of the people who I feel like giving me bad vibes, and now all that mood juice out of the way. I'm happy. Life is good. Life is beautiful. So yeah, we're getting it. October 19th, 2 weeks away from today. Yeah, Manchester. 0-2, baby.
Any more shout outs before we go, Luke? I think Kev will be disappointed if One Punch Management doesn't get a shout out.
One Punch Management. What a team. I love them. Sorry, Kev and Brad, for leaving it so long. Them guys, they
Best
know,
till last.
I love them. Best till last. There you go. Kev and Brad are both doing amazing work for me. You know, they've got me into this life-changing tournament, and they're helping me with so much stuff. Brad helped me with the whole ATT move, and Kev's always on hand. I feel like I'm annoying Kev a little bit though, because I feel like every other day I'm calling him, and he does. I feel like he does. He's actually coming out to Manchester too.
I know.
Which is amazing, because I'm the only guy on his management roster who's fighting, whereas we've got Nick Bagley, Yuki, and a couple other guys who are fighting on the same night on the Cage Warriors show. So Brad actually asked me, do I need him in my corner, or because he's their main coach over at GB Top Team. So I was like, Brad, you go do your thing, and I didn't expect Kev to come. It's a long trek for me. I'm only going because I'm getting paid for it. I don't expect anyone to come out. But the fact that Kev just said, "Oh yeah, by the way, dude, I'm coming, so I'll see you backstage or whatever." It was wicked, and again, very grateful to have those guys in my corner. And like I said, I think I've got 40 to 50 people coming to this fight from Stevenage. I've got people who I've never even met before who have slid into the DMs on Instagram and said, "Dude, how do I get a ticket?" I'm like, bro, you know it's like 4 hours drive, right? And they don't care. They're just coming up anyway. So the support is growing. The love is stronger than ever for me right now. So
what does that feel like? People you don't know willing to make that journey to support you.
amazing. It felt weird at first. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, all right, you can come, I guess, if you want to come. But yeah, I'm just trying to take it all in stride right now, and it's just it's a very weird experience, right? Like
this is how a fan base is built. Like you're watching it from the ground up.
I guess
Starts
so.
with your family and friends, and
Yeah.
you know this
I know.
goes outwards.
And it's a credit. It's a credit to the gyms that are training in Stevenage, Rise Gym. They're in my opinion, they're the best in what they do in Stevenage right now. You know, they've always been good to me. I've never paid a dime for a membership, and purely out of the love of the owners. And you know, when I was 17, I was like a skinny beanpole, and I was asking the owners for advice. And I was like, dude, you know, we own the gym, right? We're not personal trainers. I was like, yeah, but you're big, so you know what to do. And ever since that day, I walked in, fresh-faced kid. They didn't let me pay for anything, and they met my dad. And then when I had my first fight, they came to the event, and they've become like, you know, I'll pass them or text them, and they've become like a family friend to me now. So that environment at Rise Gym is incredible, and the people who have come who I've never met before, they end up. I see on their Instagram, oh, you train at Rise, and then we have something in common there. And now, like, I'll walk into the gym and people will randomly come up to me and say, oh, are you excited for your fight? I'm like, bro, how do you know this? And it's just, it's again, very grateful. I'm living life with a lot of gratitude right now. I've got a lot of nice things happening to me, and I've got a lot of good people who are supporting me now. So, just buy, if you really want to support, buy a t-shirt, come to the fight, and rock that Gent Army. But no, it feels amazing. It feels amazing to have so many people showing so much love. It's awesome. It's awesome. I can't. Yeah.
I'm so happy for you, Luke. Like when we spoke after your last fight, we were talking about like the bigger promotions and how we didn't think that was so far off in the future, and now the moment's here. I couldn't be more excited for you. Like I can't think of anyone more deserving.
Thank you.
You've put everything into this, and I'm just wishing you all the best on the night. Best of skill, the best of everything that you've picked up, everywhere you've gone to train, every bit of knowledge you've tried to glean, every positive person you've surrounded yourself with to get those positive vibes on the night, to put yourself in the right place.
Thank you.
It's almost here. It's almost here. This is the worst bit, isn't it? the last few weeks.
Yeah, and I've still got like bloody 7 kilos to cut. So I'm
don't
big.
Tell people.
I don't listen. I don't. I am. I've had the best camp of my life, but I am injured right now. I've got a few injuries. I've got a hard weight cut to go. I don't care.
Bluffing people.
Listen, let them know. It doesn't matter. Then they can use it as an excuse. Do
you have a weight cut specialist on board, Luke?
Yes, I do. Yanis from Mr. Sport.
Mr. Sport,
the best nutritionist in the game. Yeah, I'm working with Yanis, and that was a lie. I don't have 7 kilos. He won't like me saying that. I think I have 5 or 6, depending on whether I go to the toilet before or not. But I have a little bit to go. We've purposely waited a little bit longer this time, just because I feel great. I feel big and strong. And the last cut, I didn't take Yanis's advice. I thought maybe I would do it a different type of way, and I cut too much. I cut out my carbs too much before in my camp, and I had a real bad couple of weeks on the last leg of my camp. So this time I've tried to work it a little bit differently, and with his help, with all his portion control advice and stuff, the weight's coming off now, fine, and I'm dropping kilos. I'm dropping kilos fairly easy, and I feel like the weight is coming down perfectly as we need it to now. but it's yeah, he's great, man. Yanis he's always on hand. He's got so many fighters on his roster too. So the fact that he spent so much detail and time with everyone is incredible. It's yeah. I've got some of my friends now who aren't even fighters. They're getting nutritionist plans from him, and they're texting him more than I am. I'm like, Yanis, bro, I'm about to be on Bellator, dude. Like, let's get something going. Really focused on my fat right now, but yeah, no, he's incredible. Like I said, all these opportunities that I've got and where I'm going to, fingers crossed, God willing, everything happens. But it's a credit to the people around me. My family are as strong as ever. We've had a few ups and downs within the unit lately, and you know, life throws some hurdles at you and you get over it. But we're strong right now and everything is good. So it's cool. It's a credit to my mum, my dad, my sister, my nan, my granddad, and everyone else around me. That I am where I am right now, and I've got a good headspace because of them. So
I absolutely loved that your dad came out to ATT with you. You two are so cute.
Yeah,
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Do you know what? He came out to spend time with me, but also he used ATT's facility for free. They let him jump in for free. He sweet talked.
That's amazing.
Oh, I don't know how he did it. The guy can sell sand to camels.
He's a charmer, yeah.
He is indeed. But he came out for his own little fight camp, quote unquote. He won't like me saying little fight camp, quote unquote, but he came out to lose some weight and get back into training a little bit. He did 2 a day, sometimes 3 a day with me, right?
Wow.
Every training session. The guy is like 72 or something. So when
he's not
joking,
that
Dad, you're not 72. But yeah, and he ended up losing with the 2 weeks that he was there. I'm pretty sure he lost 5 or 5.5 kilos.
Oh my God.
He lost so much weight. He felt amazing. My mum came out after and they had a little holiday. He was wearing like these little body smugglers walking around the Key West and stuff. And yeah, he's amazing, man. He's amazing. I spoke about him, I feel like, more than anyone else in any of my interviews. But yeah, every day he never ceases to surprise me with what he can do. So he's a good man and
big inspiration.
Big time inspiration. But like I said, I've got all these people in my life who are inspiring now. So everywhere I turn, I can't just have a regular day now. Everywhere I go, I'm getting inspired. It's a bit. I'm living my life in a motivational movie right now. But it's no, it's cool. It's cool. Everything is good. And you've had a new haircut, which looks lovely. I said that at the beginning, but you weren't recording. So, but yeah, no, life is good, and I appreciate you giving me this time as always. You did as an amateur, and now you just. I'm hoping every fight we can get a chat in, and
100%. It's a pleasure. I told you genuinely, honestly, these are my favourite interviews. I think of you as a friend, and I'm sure. The next time I'm at your fight screaming, I've now had it. People ask me if I'm Nathaniel's mum. And then at the UFC in Copenhagen, somebody asked me if I was Jack Shaw's mum. So I'm just waiting at your next fight for someone to ask me if I'm your mum. I'll probably be your grandma if I'm there.
You'll be my sister, Catherine. With that new hairdo, you're my sister. All right.
Thank you, Luke. It's why you're my favourite.
There you go. But no,
you chill and you rest up and you stay healthy, get healthy, stay healthy, and just be the best version of you on the night. I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you, Kay. I really appreciate it. We're gonna get it. And again, if anyone does want to come, either get tickets directly from me or from your fight night. It's October 19th in the Manchester Victorian O2. And yeah, 2 weeks from today. Let's get it. 3 fights, 1 night, win a Bellator contract.
Awesome. Can't wait to hear how it all goes and hear from Kev. I'll have Kev on the phone, I think, during your fight. We'll see the whole thing live.
And yeah, so thank you very much, Kay. You live long and prosper as always.
Love you, Luke.
Love you too. See you soon.
See ya.